Hi David, thought I'd do a little screencast, show you the changes rather than me sending pictures and emails. I think a talk through would be better so I can just demonstrate the changes and the design amalgamation. So this is what the TCM Consulting page used to look like. Well, currently still is. We have the text boxes, the reviews, the schemes, like that from here. So rather than what I was talking before and putting managing conflict in context, that type of thing, I didn't think that the users would click through. So rather than let them click through, we have the landing page, which encompasses all the different areas of the unique page structure. So to convert them, they go to one link, they see the information of the overview, the features, the videos, the track records, the testimonials, the number, the contact form. So we're trying to convert them, and if they want to read more, then they'll go into each individual pages that they are there. So this is the layout for the new structure here. So what we've got, TCM Consulting at the top right there, what we do. Keep it very simple. We are the UK's leading provider of business, employment and workplace resolution services. And then rather going into overviews, features, advantages, I think users will be lazy and they just want to see the video. So I think the video where you talk through it, some of your services, the advantages, I think that's what we'll do for them to watch and to encapsulate them and to help them to convert to filling out this form here, which is set up. At the same time, the phone number's there. We talked about the live chat. That could be an option in the future when you push out the link, so they'll convert to that. So that's what I was thinking, rather than having the landing page where you had three different sections, like the overview, you had the managing conflict in context, and then you had managing conflict. So I think that was a better approach, doing it this way than making it more structured towards the book. But at the same time, I think this is going to get the results that we need, which is conversions, generating referrals, and providing like a valuable list of potential clients. Okay, so going down, we've got some infographics, track record to help endorse the company. 4,500 organizations we've got. We resolve over 90% of all disputes. Mediation is successful in 90% of cases. I think that's good point to follow on from the video, so they'll be able to be backed up with what you're saying with some track record stats. And then moving on from that is the different services. So this was actually originally split up into the two areas of the book, was this conflict in context and managing conflict. So rather than split them up, bring them all together for the very thought that if they see something that resonates with them and in their company, then they can go and fill out the form or get in contact or go onto it and find out more information. I put a little effect on it so it grades out over when you're onto the actual section. Testimonials, can change this to any ones that you would think are more prominent, but I've just chosen 3. It's good to have them in there again, backing up from what you do, your track record, services that you provide, and not much more text, more visual as opposed to going into details. So moving on from those services, we talk about testimonials, backing them up. Here they can read more testimonials, view more clients, so from Bloomberg to BT, Royal Mail, they can read case studies on our clients. This kind of brings in more foundation for them to contact you and get more information. So I think that's a good structure to that. The other aspects of the page needed download of relevant articles, links to toolkits, resources, fair models, fact sheets, brochures, training and events. Well, upcoming events is down here, so I don't see the need of replicating that here again. But rather than listing them all out here down the bottom, will use this as a bucket or an area or like a repository where they would go and access all the tools, the articles, the fact sheets, etc. in here, which is the picture of like a library. So this would be a future place where people in HR resolution processes can go to access the information. So what I've tried to limit is the amount of scrolling. So we've got all the major areas with clarity, with ease, and trying to convert them into requesting some more information and doing the sell via the phone or via email. So resources, we'll go into that in a minute, but this is the other section, customer first. So I put the report up. That's something extra you wanted me to do, where they can download the PDF, they can see the ratings. So it was the stats. I just converted it into 100, so that when you go over it like that, it animates when it loads up. Pictures talking about the 3 different areas: customer relationship, marketing awareness, people, putting them all into context there. So that's the other page that we were looking into developing and showcasing. So that's that one. Going back to the resources here. So this is how I set it up. So once they go into the resources, again, I want to make sure they see the number, they see the contact information, and then they can download this mediation guide, which I found on the repository on the WordPress, so they can get conflict health check, cost of conflict indicators in there, information on mediation definition, fair mediation process, embedding the mediation within the organization. That's in the guide. Case studies, again, it's just case studies is mentioned on the first page, but just then, if they want just a repository where they can look at other cases, they can come here, go to that. Press releases and publications, they can access it through here. Cost of conflict calculator, so they'll be able to, when you click on it, it will download that. The conflict health check, some mediation facts. Yeah, so those are the resources that I put together and amalgamated in here. So there's like a bucket where you can add more stuff there that you want to add in for future. But that's touching upon all the different unique page structure that's documented in the brief, and you can go back to the main page here, going back from it. That's the change from this how it was here to more a visual look to it, and I think that's a lot better with clarity and being able to help the customer or the user find information more fast, because of the speed load times, and that will affect them. The customer first, I think that's a cool part of the website. Now it's already in reputation down there on the list, so you can go and access it, read it, suggest any changes you want to change to it. Yeah, so moving on from that, we have the landing page. Okay, so the landing page is for prospective people to check out your book, put the embedding in here so they can preview it, read it, they can buy it, they can share it, they can read in Kindle. Yeah, so I think this is a good way of doing your book, and what I'll talk about later with the email, you can just push that out there as well, like that. Description, yeah, I think there's too much words here, but at the same time, I think we'll leave this in for Google. The buttons where they can go and purchase on the different service, different book selling company, Amazon, Kogan, Google. Reviews, selected those ones. I know you want to change your picture, so we can update your picture when you're ready. Send across one you like. Contact information. I think maybe the live chat again would aid in when people land on this page. So from moving from the landing page, what I think is really good with the preview, the description, maybe you want to add a video of the event tonight, that could be added to this page just to show them more information, or more information on the launch. So that's that. Going for that from the email, this all squashes down into HTML. So the HTML code, you look at it here, this is the code for pushing it out on email. And if we took a look at the example, let's bring this down and show you what it'll look like on email. Yep. So that was the code. But when you push out an email here, you'll see here, this is what it looked like. We'll have title, they'll be able to search the website still, bring it up. We can take that out. Online preview will still be in there, description, the content, the buttons to purchase it on the email, reviews, put all the reviews in there. Again, you the author, phone number, messaging. Yeah, so that's mainly what the email will look like, and I'll send across the code to that so you can send it out on your platform or other HTML MailChimp you might want to use. Yes, landing page, customer first with the report they can download, the new TCM Consulting section with the videos, clarity, information, easily accessible. I think that's a good improvement from what it was before. Yeah, so I think I've covered everything. On the list of the page structure, overview of service being offered, yeah, we do that with the book, features, advantage, and benefit, coming through the video, track record, touched upon that, 3 points. You can add in some more or take it out. Testimonials, just to highlighting a few, you can go into more detail than that. Downloading relevant articles, that's in the resources section down the bottom here with press releases. Toolkits, that's all in there. Fact sheet and brochures, that's all in there. Request more information, call to action, yep, that's here. Video, we've got that one there. If we want to add more video, we can add it maybe to the resources section. Links to relevant training and events or other resources. I think with the events, because it's at the bottom, upcoming there, I don't want to replicate that there, but we can add something. Yeah, so that's an overview of all the changes and the amalgamations. Take a look, let me know your thoughts, and speak to you soon.